guys, QMA. You ask questions, I answer them. Today we take a question from Instagram. This one is from Harvey Bishop. Harvey's question is about food. He wants to know, is it better to weigh your meat, whether it's tilapia, beef, chicken, or whatever? Is it better to weigh your meat before cooking it or after cooking it when it comes to tracking your macros? My first answer to this question is whichever you like better, whichever you prefer. If you like weighing foods before cooking them, that's great. If you like weighing them after cooking them, that's great. It's really important to make sure that whatever input you're using on your MyFitnessPal app or whatever app you may be using, make sure it's correct. You can cross-reference, you can cross-check by using websites like Google, for example. Google's starting to do nutrition data. And also websites like nutritiondata.com. So whatever way you're doing it, whether it's raw, cooked, baked, steamed, whatever, make sure that it's consistent and that it's cross-checked if necessary. If you don't believe the input in your MyFitnessPal app or whatever it may be, cross-check it with Google, cross-check it with nutritiondata.com, and make sure that it's pretty correct. If you're weighing your tilapia raw before cooking it, make sure that you're using an accurate input for raw tilapia. Likewise, if you're weighing chicken cooked, baked, for example, make sure you're using an accurate baked chicken breast, specifically, chicken breast, boneless, no skin. Be accurate. Make sure it is the correct input also for the type or the way that you cooked it. So baked chicken, boneless, skinless, baked. Make sure it's accurate. My second answer to this question is about efficiency. When it comes to weighing your meats, it's more efficient to cook in bulk. For example, cook 10 pounds of tilapia at once or cook 10-15 pounds of chicken at once than to cook things out meal by meal by meal, especially when it comes to food. I'm all about flexible dieting, yes, but at the same time, it's very, very crazy, stupid time consuming to cook your chicken meal by meal or whatever meats you eat meal by meal. If you eat a lot of tilapia, if you eat a lot of chicken, you might as well be efficient and cook a ton of it at once. So with that said, you can't really weigh it before cooking it unless you want to freaking divide up your cooking trays, in 8-ounce sections like I used to do. And believe me, that is not efficient whatsoever. I think it's way more efficient to simply cook all your tilapia all at once, all 10 pounds, and then after it's cooked, after it, cools off a little bit, then you can go ahead, get freezable baggies, take your baggies and go ahead and weigh your fish into whatever, amounts that you'd like, 8 ounces, 6 ounces, whatever it may be. You could do it like that if you like to pre-weigh your meats before freezing them. Or what I do now that I'm pretty damn flexible with everything, what I'll do is I'll just throw, a nice portion of tilapia into a freezable baggie, seal it or whatever, just, zip it up, and just throw it right in the freezer. And then when I actually decide to go and eat, I'll weigh the baggie, or I'll, take the meat out of the baggie, put it on the bowl, and weigh that. And whatever that weighs, I'll go ahead and track it then. So there's two different ways to go about it. Either way, I recommend weighing the food after it's actually cooked. Plus, third answer here is if you're weighing your meats, especially things like chicken, before cooking it, that totally increases the chances of spreading, bacteria around your kitchen compared to weighing it after. If you're weighing your chicken after cooking it, you're not spreading any bacteria. It's all dead, from being baked or cooked or whatever. But if you're weighing your chicken beforehand, there's a much greater risk of spreading bacteria and getting sick, touching things all over your kitchen. So that's another reason why I recommend weighing your foods after cooking them. All right, Harvey and friends, I hope I answered the question well. To sum it up, I recommend weighing your meats after cooking them, whether you weigh them out right there on the spot after cooking them and divide things into, 6 ounce, 7 ounce, or 8 ounce meat zipper baggies, or just cook it out, throw meat into baggies, and then weigh them after you take them out of the freezer when you're ready to actually eat them and, microwave them. So two different ways to go about it. Either way, weigh your foods after cooking them for greater efficiency and food safety. Thanks guys for watching. QMA signing out. Team Legends.